Good morning, students. In continuation with the topic problem of deficient demand, where in my previous session I have explained you the causes of deficient demand. So in this session we are going to talk about the consequences of deficient AD. Well, children, deficient AD leads to four critical situations in the economy, which are underemployment equilibrium, deflationary gap, undesired stocks, and loss of profits. So to begin with the first one, that is underemployment equilibrium. Here deficient demand leads to underemployment equilibrium. Due to the deficiency of AD, producers are not able to fully utilize their resources, and because of which planned output remains less than the potential output, and due to which underemployment equilibrium is stuck in the economy. If you see, there is a diagram of underemployment equilibrium where on the x-axis we have income and on the y-axis we have aggregate demand, and there is a y line, that is the line of reference at 45 degree, where we can see that EF is the point of deficient demand between ADP, that is planned, and ADF, that is full utilization of the resources. Now because of the deficiency of demand, equilibrium is stuck at point Q, where ADP line is intersecting the line of reference, and this is known as underemployment equilibrium. Children, over here equilibrium GDP, that is ON, is less than OM, where ON is underemployment equilibrium GDP and OM is full employment equilibrium GDP. So the next consequence of deficient demand is deflationary gap. Now deficiency of demand creates a deflationary gap in the economy. That means when the demand is less, it leads to a deflationary gap. It is a situation when lack of demand leads to deflationary pressure and inducement to invest is hurt. Means the demand is not generated and therefore the producer is not induced to invest more. So low investment leads to low output, implying a low income and low demand once again, due to which the economy, it slips into a deflationary spiral. That means when demand is not generated, then the investment is not being done. When investment is not done, then the income is not being earned. When income is not earned, again the demand cannot be generated. So here we say a low AD leads to low investment leads to low output leads to low income, and low income once again leads to low AD. And accordingly, our economy slips into a deflationary spiral or low level equilibrium trap. Now how can we measure this deflationary gap? Deflationary gap equals to deficiency of AD. That is, deflationary gap is measured as the difference between AD corresponding to full employment and planned AD, and which is lower than the full employment, that is ADF and ADP, where ADP is lower than the ADF, that is full employment. Now the next consequence of deficient demand is the undesired stocks. The word itself is telling you that a stock which is not been sold. Now in a situation of low AD, when demand is not generated, producers are not able to sell all that they plan to sell, or let's say all that they wish to sell, and accordingly what happens, their undesired stocks tend to pile up. That means whatever they have planned to sell, they are not able to sell because demand is not being generated. So the clearance of this undesired stocks often lead to a two situation. That is, first one, fall in prices. Either you sell your stock at a low price, in that condition where the producer will be in loss, or fall in planned output for the year ahead. So what will happen? In the coming year, the producer will not be ready to invest. The reason, because already in the present situation he is not able to sell his undesired stock. So both these factors contribute to deflationary spiral in the economy. And the last consequence of deficient demand is loss of profit. Now when we talk about loss of profit, deficiency of AD causes loss of profit. Means when AD is less, then how a producer can earn profit. Now this happens under two situations, when producers are not able to clear the stock. Either the stock which the producer is having, he is not able to sell it. If he is not able to sell it, that means it's a situation of loss. He is not able to earn the profit. And second is undesired stocks leads to price crash. Now in this situation also the producer will be in loss. Reason, because now if he has to clear his undesired stock, then it will lead to a price crash. That means he has to sell his undesired stock at a price much less than what actually he wanted to sell. So children, that means that deficiency of demand hurts the business expectations. Do you know, over here low business expectation leads to low investment. If a producer feels that in future the business is not going to flourish, so on, that will lead him to invest low, and the low investment will lead to a low level of income and employment. That means producer will not earn a good amount of income. At the same time, more employment will not be generated. So overall level of economic activity reduces and the economy is caught in a low level equilibrium trap, where low demand leads to low income and low income leads to low demand. See, if your demand is less, then the income cannot be generated, it will be low. And if your income is low, then obviously your demand will be low. So economy comes into a trap. Now this is a situation of consequences of deficient demand. Thank you.